starting out with cloud miners today. I'm sure I've talked about the cloud miners. I haven't done much of a dive on it, but cloud miners always shows up in some academic projects about Trek because it's the distribution of the labor issues, right? You have the folks on the bottom making all the stuff for the folks on the top. So that's the cloud miners. Yeah, I'm remembering one of the trivia questions about who was the love interest of Spock in that episode, and I still can't remember her name. But that's the cloud miners. You get to see Kirk go kind of crazy and dig some ore with his bare hands. I never quite figured out how that was done. But the city in the clouds, right? So it is a precursor to Lando Land. What was Bespin? Bespin? Am I saying it right? That was Cloud City. Anyway, so here's the cloud miners. Ardana, seeking the rare element xenotite, needed to halt a plague. But we have a rebellion with the xenite miners. Troglodytes, get it like that. The ruling Stratos dwellers live in a cave. Yeah, this was... things about the cloud miners. I haven't watched the cloud miners in a while. I've been. So go watch the cloud miners and see how it holds up. And I might do the same thing. So, there you go. That leads me to the Trek cards that are behind me. And we're going to go to classic. This card says quotes on it. That's the only thing I can see. So now... This is the 1985 Trek set. Once again, it goes all the way up to Star Trek 3. So everything up to Star Trek 3 is open season on this. So here we go. Question. These aren't questions. These are fill in the quotes. So this would be good. Live long and prosper in among time. Scott replies, I shall do neither. I have killed my captain and my friend. I don't know if I got the order right. You know, the thing about this quote, this used to be on the After Dark Screensaver from the 90s. They had Star Trek Screensaver, and I think it was a little Spock that would just show up on your screen. And they did a Next Gen one with Worf and Alexander, which is very amusing. And they even had Star Wars one. I don't know if After Dark did the Star Wars one, but I managed to have some kind of program that could mash the Star Trek's After Dark together with the Star Wars screensaver, and I could do all three randomly, and it was the greatest of times. I miss that. I miss the screensavers. We're done with screensavers, aren't we? It's just, the computer shuts off because we want to save energy or whatever, or we have laptops. What's the point of the screensaver on a laptop? I don't know, but and anyway, the Spock would come up, and then it was a Spock with the Horta, and Spock would scream, pain, and then there was this line, too. I think it was this line. Oh, and also they did the Spock with the spores from this side of paradise, and you'd have the little smiley Spock. It was, look up the Star Trek After Dark screensavers. I'm sure they exist in some form. If not, somebody out there has them. Things you don't realize you miss until they're gone, huh? So, I've killed my captain and my friend. Pretty sure that's the line. We will see. Alright, so we know this is McCoy. This is a pretty easy one. I'm not a doctor mechanic. What am I? A moon shuttle conductor? That was the first one. The moon shuttle conductor theme came in a carbonite maneuver, right? Oh, that was McCoy's first episode in the first place. Carbonite something different, isn't it? Carbonite maneuver. Yeah, Shatner's doing his little exercises in sickbay, and it's red alert. And I don't know why I keep doing this. And he's like, "You saw the red alert, McCoy. Why didn't you tell me?" And the guy's like, "What am I? I finally got you to sit down." I don't know why McCoy's talking like Chief Wiggum. But in my mind, he's Chief Wiggum. All right, anyway. Yeah, that's McCoy. I'm going to shut up. I get some of this energy out today. We already did this. All right, well, bricklayer. Devil in the Dark, McCoy is a bricklayer because the Horta is a silicon-based life form. And I'm getting all choked up just thinking about it. I think I'm over my choking fit. So yeah, it's bricklayer. Doctor, not a bricklayer. All right. Why was Sulu sedated when he said, with an armful of this stuff, I wouldn't be afraid of a supernova? Why was Sulu being sedated? Not that he was passed out. This was, okay. How am I blanking on the name? They did a version of this being in Star Trek Prodigy. It was the No, that's not right either. Damn. Okay, here's how I'm coming down on this. This is the episode. It was Wolf in the Fold. Okay, so Jack the Ripper takes over the Enterprise computer, and Jack the Ripper, or whatever entity it was in space, fed off fear. So what they did is they shot up the crew with the sedatives, so they would be so the whole crew's baked, right? And Sulu Takei does a fine, baked Sulu. Well, I wouldn't. Yeah, I think it's Wolf in the Fold. So in order to counteract the fear that the Jack the Ripper entity was generating on the bridge, they would just everybody got high. That's the line. There you go. Thank you, Card, for answering the question. See, this is why I've developed the strategy to work upward, not show the whole card, but work up to the questions. How about that? Yes, we already went over this. Possessed the computer and screamed hideous threats. Whoever he sure talks gloomy. Oh, again, that's... is there the rest of the question? Oh, who said that? I'm going to go with Takei again, or Takai, or Sulu as the character. Yeah, who else would it be? I mean, let's just keep it going with Sulu being, what's the word I'm looking for that means high and baked, but that's not what I'm looking for. Buzzed? I don't know. I'm really big into that, All right, so next. Your facts are uncoordinated. Oh, there could be two ideas with this one. My initial instinct was to think about nomad, but that is not correct. These would be the mud androids from iMud. Again, I'm not a fan of the Harry Mudd character. iMud is not one that I want to watch again and again. It had some funny bits until you think about what's going on in the episode. But yeah, I'm going to go because Norman was the coordinator. So Norman needed to be coordinated. But I tell you, iMud does have a great line. Logic is like a what is it? Spock's like, logic is like a little flower that smells bad. I don't know, it's fine. I like the end of that when they make, Norman kind of starts smoking because he can't deal with the contradictions in logic and all of that. And there we go. That is our... Oh, we need to do answers. One of those days I forget that I have to turn the card around. Let's see what the answers have given us today. All right. My captain and my friend. So I think I got the right order on that. That was the end of A Monk Time. I'm glad the card is acknowledging that it is McCoy, of course. Bricklayer. Again, getting back to... Devil in the Dark, and the Horta. And yes, the Jack the Ripper. The shipwide tactic to inebriate the crew. And that was Sulu. And that was Nomad. So not a bad little card. Make me consider some episodes I hadn't thought about before. So that was my... That's our 10 minutes of Trekkie fun for today, for you to be reminded of what goes on in TOS. I do a lot of TOS because I have a lot of TOS cards. So there we go. And hey, like always, to be continued. Mm-hmm.